I can't do it.
And you never will unless you stay still.
I'm trying, but my head is spinning.
Breathe. Let the images rise. Good. Now you must rekindle the memory. Tell me what you remember.
I remember an explosion. The rift opened wide. The cycle was about to vanish. Master called us. I could feel his worry. He sent Lucy and Obak to scout, but not me. He said I wasn't ready.
Then what happened?
They left. And when Master went back to work, I left too, without his permission.
There. The memory is ready now. Tell your story, Mazarim. Let it live again.
I can see it now. It was already too late when I arrived. The rift was tearing through Mystralia's sky. I knew I had to start moving. The forest was already taken. The rift awakened old memories. Shadows risen from the past. I had never seen them before. But I was trained to face them. deeper I went, the more shadows there were. All I found were ghosts. Where were the living souls? Just when I thought no one was left, I found her.
Mazarim, is that you? You were supposed to stay at the temple. You disobeyed the master.
I'll deal with the old man later, Lucy. What's going on here?
These shadows. Some of them are my people. They're fighting, burning again. And the mages, it's like the war has returned.
Listen, I know I shouldn't have followed you, but here I am. So...
You can't stay here alone. Oh, my head. It's spinning. Obak should be...
She had sent me to find Obak, but I had no idea where to go. I chose to follow it. Obak. It was his voice, but it was no longer him.
Amek! Amek! Can you hear me, Amek?
Obak, I was looking for you. I slipped away after you left.
They're all dead. Please, please answer me, Amek. Amek, yell if you can hear me!
Dead? What are you talking about? And who is Amek?
I told you to drop it, stubborn dumb rock. Amak, where are you? I swear, brother, I'll find you safe and sound, and then I'll beat you up myself!
That's how I ended up back at the temple. Hey, Talk, do you know what happened to Obak? He attacked me on Mystralia.
He attacked you? Oh, poor human friend. Everyone's mad at you today.
What do you mean, everyone?
I mean, the master. He realized you left and went, "Where's that undisciplined fool? That prodigious dimwit? That disgrace of an apprentice?"
Okay, Talk, got it. Thanks again for getting me back. I'll handle it. Toka got me in discreetly. I wanted to stay unseen. But the master was already waiting.
So, you return at last, my disciple. How was your little unsanctioned stroll across Mystralia?
Master, I know I disobeyed, but we'll have to skip the punishment part for now. It's about Obak. He sent me back here.
He did? Good. At least one of you has some sense. A rift has burst through this cycle, Mazarim. Need I remind you?
But you don't understand. Obak wasn't himself.
Enough. I will not hear your excuses. You left without permission. Now you must answer for it. The tireless one awaits.
Goddess, you wanted to see me? Sorry for disobeying. I won't do it again, okay? Can I go now?
A watcher may leave or stay, but every choice carries its own weight.
I just wanted to be useful. That's why I followed the others.
If the watcher wishes to be useful, he must begin by asking the right questions.
Okay. Why has the rift torn the cycle open? Why were there so many shadows on Mystralia?
Because Mystralia is drowning in its own past.
Obek. It was like he wasn't really there. Was he trapped inside memories?
The answer may lie in the past, but the past itself, yours and Mystralia's, is now in peril.
What does that mean? How does someone save the past?
The Guardians, they carry traces of every memory in the world.
If the rift began in Mystralia, they will remember.
A young watcher could learn much by speaking to them.
Wait, a young watcher as in me? I thought I came here to be punished. You want me to go and meet the Guardians?
It is not the role of time to punish, but those who seek the truth are sometimes punished by what they find.
And then the Timeless One rose. I watched her cross the temple sky, unable to move. It felt like the end of the world. And somehow, my beginning. It was time to go. I was back on Mystralia, lifted by the blessing of the goddess, but grounded by the weight of duty. Reach the Guardians. A destination. That was all I had. No road, no instructions. Except one. Keep going. Past gives strength. journey would be rich in wisdom. I was finally walking the path. I was the only Watcher who had never crossed it. The only one who hadn't met the Guardians. But all that was about to change. I remember my first ancestral lesson. It flowed through my heart.
Hey, human friend. Glad I fished you out in one piece.
Glad? Like you doubted it?
Oh, I doubt everything now. Yesterday was fine, but today, the rift. What's next tomorrow?
That's not very comforting talk.
Oh, sorry, human friend. Didn't mean to uncomfort you. Guess I'm better at fishing than talking. Ah.
Mazarim, do I need to be an ancient dragon for you to listen? I ask you to stay at the temple, and you play deaf. But the Timeless One mentions Mystralia once, and you're already gone.
Master, here was my choice. Explore world and meet its ancient guardians, or stay here and mop the floor. What would you have done in my place?
But you're still an apprentice. The rift is not yours to handle. I am already taking care of it, my disciple.
Forgive me, Master, but the Timeless One gave me her blessing.
Fine. This is pointless. Your mind is set. All I hope is that you don't end up like Obak.
You've heard from him?
Toka caught a memory. Obak, wandering the woods, fully taken by the shadows, which doesn't bode well for Luciame.
was still an apprentice. Wasn't supposed to be here alone. But with that many shadows around, can't really say I was. Fragments had to return to the cycle. I knew almost nothing of this world. Its forest, its shadows, the guardian waiting for me. But the unknown didn't scare me. If anything, I was eager to dive in. At the end of the road, a lesson. Every memory made me stronger. I'll never forget my first encounter with the masked priest.
Olores!
Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Are you speaking to me, sir?
The ravage of the forest has lasted long enough!
I see. I got here too late. Shadows already have you.
The mages strike with fire, and with fire we shall answer!
Wait. Fire?
Let the flames rise, and with them our strength! The flames will make you stronger! Pain forges strength!
I need to get out of here.
Step no further, stranger.
Sure thing. Name's Mazarim, by the way.
All right, Mazarim. Quick question. How many wolves do you see?
5 at a glance, and none of them look pleased to see me.
Indeed. 5 wolves waiting for you to make a single mistake. Now, tell me, are you haunted like the others?
Haunted? No, just a little tense. Probably because of, well, the wolves.
Good enough. Enter. But remember, I'm watching you, and so are they.
Welcome to our greenhouse, traveler. And apologies for Asta's reaction. We've all been tense since the sky turned purple.
I understand. And I'm sorry to say that what I ask of you may not be welcome.
You come here seeking the memories of our people, do you not? I was hoping we would see one of you soon.
You know of us?
Yes, one of you in particular. I know that you make sure the past stays where it should. This very morning I went to pray to the sacred tree, hoping it would send you our way. You have our blessing. Take all that you can, before the sky swallows us all.
Well now, this is embarrassing. Someone finally passes by and here I am covered in ashes. Please pardon my appearance.
Nobody knows me here, and I showed up out of the blue. It should be me who apologizes.
Look at us. 2 polite souls at the end of the world. True models for good manners. Remains to see how long we have before we lose our minds like the rest.
You seem to be holding up well for now. It doesn't feel as tense here. What's your secret?
The ashes, my friend. I haven't stopped grinding them since the sky turned purple. They keep us safe. But for how much longer? That is the question.
It seems I owe you an apology. You come from the heavens, don't you?
I'm no god. I come from a temple, not the heavens.
Skyfolk trying to play humble. I swear I've seen it all. Anyway, don't worry about the wolves. They like to look tough, but they've got good hearts. I raised them myself. Isn't that right, big guy? I trust them with my life. But against what's outside, they don't stand a chance. Ghosts don't fear fangs. They get you from the inside.
Watcher,
Sorry, what did you call me?
you've come to meet the Guardians because of the rift.
I don't know who told you that, but they were well informed.
'Twas the spirits. You Watchers call them memories. Some return to us. They speak to me through the ashes. This morn, they spoke of he whom you call their Akan. The sacred tree does not fare well. The spirits wish to impart this knowledge upon you.
Therakon's temple was close. I could feel his presence in the air. I was sure it'd be a moment I'd remember, and I was right, but not for the reasons I thought. I was growing stronger. Reason for the war. was finally there. Therakon's temple. Crossing an entire forest wasn't enough. Of course, there had to be stairs, too. Guardian Terakan, it's an honor to finally meet you. I've been sent to ask for your help. Do you know what happened with the rift up in the sky?
Yes, I know. A miracle happened. The end of suffering.
A miracle? With all due respect, Guardian, have you been in the forest lately? Pretty sure miracles don't wander around trying to stab you with a spear.
Breathe, Watcher. Can you feel it in your lungs? The shame, the anger, burning away. The fire has returned, and from the ashes we shall all be reborn.
Human friend, I saw a twisty, weird memory swirling ahead of you in the cycle. Like it was you fighting the Guardian? Are my eyes wrong?
No, your eyes are fine. It's my meeting with Terakan that went wrong. He tried to fry me.
Fry? But why? Eat tree. Tree not eat human. Tree eat sunlight.
Talk, it's a figure of speech. Remember? We talked about this.
Ah, metaphor. Yes, yes. Still hard for me. They twist my head all funny.
It's okay, Doc. I'm confused too. If the shadows really got the Guardian, then the rift is a lot stronger than we thought.
Mazarim, I have been thinking, and I understand your need for adventure. Perhaps I have not kept you challenged enough here.
It's all right, Master. You did what you could. You have always been very busy with the temple.
That is true, but it is time I involve you more. That is why I hurry to repair the altar.
So we can send the echo fragments back into the cycle?
Exactly, my disciple. And I was thinking we could do it together. Purify the fragments, you and me. A little mentor-disciple moment. Like old times, huh?
What if we split the work instead? I will collect the fragments across Mystralia, and you take care of them here.
Yeah, I suppose that works too.
The cycle of memories hears you, Watcher. Tell it what happened with Thera Khan.
He attacked me, spoke of the rift as if it were a miracle, an end to all suffering.
He watched his forest burn. Trees he'd grown turned to ash. The Aloris people caught in flames. Guardians know pain and must embrace it as they do every memory. If he spoke that way, it means the shadows have claimed him.
But he was talking to me. He wasn't trapped in a memory like Obak. He still had some grip on reality. Twisted and confused, but still.
Then the path is clear, Watcher. Return to him. Free Thera Khan from what haunts him, and the answers will follow.
And so I was back. But I knew better. I wasn't walking toward an ally, but toward a fight. Everything around me was fading. The sky turned violet, the trees gray. Losing its memories. The world was losing itself. This one would light my way. I remember the light and the way she looked at me. All is seen through the eyes of the goddess. I had to rethink how I faced the shadows. I couldn't take meaningless hits anymore. Not with what was waiting for me at the end of the forest. wanted to thank you for the warning. Your spirits were right. Terracan is unwell.
The spirits also told me the sacred tree sent you back rather harshly.
Clearly, nothing gets past them.
They said you looked defenseless, that it was painful to watch.
Now your spirits are being dramatic. I think I held up pretty well.
The spirits care about you. Many of them perished in the great fires before the war. The same fires that now hold the sacred tree prisoner. They hope you'll bring him out of the flames.
No blood, no bruises. The Watcher's heart had taken pain from my body. The Shadow's blades still left their mark upon my soul. The power surged in. I would drag Obak out of his shadows.
Come on, Emek!
Hey, human friend. How you like the swim in the psychosofa?
Tuck, it's incredible. All these memories. Feels like I'm drifting through the whole history of the world.
And you should have seen it before the rift. When there weren't so many shadows, the cycle was clear, like clear water.
Must have made for better fishing, huh?
Oh, the fishing was so much better. So many bright memories, big vivid ones, everywhere. And then, poof, all gone. Just shadows now.
Mazarim, now that you have left the nest and found your wings, I have started reflecting on the kind of mentor I have been.
Master, with all due respect, isn't that a little much? I still come back to see you, don't I?
Let's not pretend. You don't need me like you used to. I remember the day I brought you here. You went 2 months without saying a word. Too shaken by what you'd been through.
That whole time is still a blur. I've spent so long watching memories flow through the cycle, wondering where mine were.
I understand, my disciple. And you have every right to seek the truth. I just worry about what it might do to you if you ever found it.
I was growing stronger. I remember the first time I saw it. I didn't know what to think. Is it... It does look like... Is it you? No, that can't be. prove useful later. They came rushing at me, screaming, wailing, yet their voices, distant, fading. I was trained to face them, like every watcher. First, calm them, then guide them back to the cycle.
Come on, Emek! You have to get here now! Mazarim? What is this place?
You're on Mystralia, Old Rock. You and Lucy went out scouting when the rift burst open.
This camp in Mystralia. Everything's distant. Frozen. And there's something pulling at me.
You were talking to someone when I found you. Someone who wasn't there. Amek, I think.
Amek? What was I saying?
You were looking for him. In a place where everyone was dead.
Mazarim. That's a memory. One of mine. And it's trying to snag me again. I can feel it. I must go. Find the Guardians. Maybe they'll know what's going on. We'll see each other back at the temple, kid.
This place felt gloomy, yet somehow soothing.
O High Blossom, I call upon thee from the summit of your mountain. I know you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. It's you who can't. I see it in your eyes. You're already far away, aren't you?
O High Blossom, I know you see our forest in flames, and I know they're taking from your mountain too.
You mean the mages, right? What did they do to this forest?
May my clouds rise to guard the trees. May my rain fall to shield the leaves. May the rain guard the forest!
Maybe Theracon was better now. Maybe it had just been a passing weakness. Unlikely. But I stayed open to the possibility, even if I kept my fists closed. I felt it through my heart. Back at the Guardian's place.
Come, Watcher. Feel the fire and claim your deliverance.
It's your deliverance I'm hoping for, Terracan. I learned about the fires. I know what you went through.
Watcher, how many times have I seen you here? You know nothing of this forest. Nothing of my roots.
I know it's your shadow speaking, and that the fire you call a miracle is the same one that made you suffer.
You talk a lot for someone who lives on a rock in the sky. You want to know my suffering? Come, I'll make you feel it.
Hey, human friend. Glad I caught you. Not many nice memories since the rift. All my favorites gone.
Didn't know you had favorite memories, Doc. What were they?
Oh, many. Spider fall in tavern mug. Walk like drunk for 2 days. Or woman talk cat to her cat. Say dirty things without knowing. Funny ones.
Yeah, must have been nice. Seeing them come around from time to time.
Is this sadness? Yes, I think it is sadness with wait. Don't tell me. A little envy.
Master, I saw something on Mystralia.
Oh, you saw something. Well, that's interesting. Can I get back to work now?
I saw a statue. It looked like her.
I see. Yes, my disciple, that was a statue of her. Zia, your mother.
But you never mentioned it before.
She never really liked them. Said they looked too tall, too cold. And she hated the idea of being turned into a monument.
Then why make a statue at all?
Because she was the foundress, the one behind the project of democratization. A visionary. But we'll talk more about it later. I have work to do.
The guides were training every apprentice in combat. Obak and Luciana had taught me. No one could match the master. Old Biafir was simply unbeatable. Every memory made me stronger. Awaited them. had no idea what they meant back then. Was this the mage's machine? Looks all rusted now.
Watcher, I saw a heavy rain fall in the distance and thought of you, and of Goannas, whom you may yet meet in the forest.
If you mean the Cloudman, we've already met. A memorable encounter. First time I was welcomed with a torrential downpour.
He cast his rain of protection on you. Quite the gift, really. Thanks to that rain, we managed to save part of the forest.
Save it from the mages, right? Goannas mentioned them, and so did the priest. What did they actually do to the forest?
They burnt it down, to harvest its ashes and forge soul beads out of them. But truth is, they weren't the only ones to blame.
I felt it through my heart. never seen so many. Shadows everywhere. The rift opened wide, like a wound in the cycle, and the past came rushing in. Mystralia taught me its lessons. The old witch looked alone, but she wasn't.
Through the ashes, I call upon thee, O spirits of the forest.
I'm no spirit, ma'am, but I do feel like a ghost now. I'm right here, and you don't even see me.
I beg of you, in the name of all that has already been lost, please protect my sons. Don't let the war take them too.
I hope the spirits heard you. For what it's worth, I did. This time would be the one.
Watcher, again. You have come back to teach me about the forest's suffering.
I would never pretend to know more than you, Terracan. On the contrary, tell me.
Tell you what? The fires, the stolen ashes, the war. Open your eyes, Watcher. The shadows are already telling you all of this.
I assure you, the shadows aren't very talkative. They attacked me, yes. Chased me, that too. But they've never told me anything.
That's because they are suffering. But soon, the rift will free them. I just need to keep you here a little longer.
It's not your fault, Guardian. I'm starting to realize the rift doesn't make it easy to socialize.
The rift.
A tear in the cycle of memories. The world's been caught in its own past since it opened.
The past. That's where I was. It kept flashing before my eyes. Memories blowing through like a storm. The rift is stealing them.
If the memories vanish, the cycle vanishes too. And Mystralia with it.
Then we must keep them from vanishing. We Guardians carry all that this world remembers. Gather our echoes and return them to the cycle. Here, take the echo of the forest. Then, head for the mountains and find Meda. You must save our memories, Watcher.